Hey, how are you? My name is Felton. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering. Today we're doing Chaos. No, like really, that's this deck. Neera Wild Mage. If you're familiar with the card Possibility Storm, Neera Wild Mage is Possibility Storm on a May trigger once per turn. The full description says, whenever you cast a spell, you may put it on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, reveal cards on the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost, and then put all revealed cards not cast this way at the bottom of your library in a random order. This ability only triggers once each turn. Your turn and your opponent's turn. Ridiculously powerful commander. Ridiculous. Oh my god, she's so ridiculous. Which is why we have stuff like Discover the Formula, Constable Sunday, Central Gearho, Temple Anchor, Arcane Bombardment, Tolerance Epiphany, Hellbreaker Origin, Gitaxis, Over the Top, Ancient Silver Dragon, one with the Multiverse, and Magma Opus in here. A bunch of really powerful stuff we can cast for free, as well as maybe Leer, Double Vision, and Gilded Lotus. Leer is actually integral to this deck because Leer will allow you to play stuff in your graveyard for free. Well, sorry, with Flashback. For free is wrong. That's bad. No, bad felt. That's wrong. He will allow you to play it with Flashback, meaning that you can have cast some of these super cheap cards from your graveyard, get a Neera Wild Mage trigger off of it, get some crazy more expensive thing out of it, which is really nice. There's a lot of ramp in this deck. 6 cost commander is a lot, and you want to be able to play out lots of crazy expensive spells. So we have like Gilded Lotus, Firemind Vessel, Key to the Archives, Relic of Legends, Celestis, got Ornithopter, Moonsilver Key to find these artifacts, Mindstone, Cold Steel Heart, Arcane Signet, cost reducers like Goblin Electromancer, Balamore to help you kind of go over the top, Arcane Infusion for cheap cards, cheap cantrip to cast, as well as hunting cards you need, Twinferno for extra infinite turns, Braid for Destruction, Negate, Joy Disruption, Fairy Vandal because it's a flash card, not because it's a good card. Flash meaning you can play it on your opponent's turn and trick into your Wild Mage, and then a handful of really cheap cantrips for you to be able to play. Make sure you don't cast this for its Unearth cost, by the way, because that doesn't actually trigger Neera, because you have to cast a spell, and Unearth isn't casting a spell. It's returning a card from your graveyard to the battlefield. It is still a 1-cost, 1-drop. Do be careful with Neera, though. You can play something like Gilded Lotus as your thing for turn, and without thinking agree to a condition, and then get like a Mox Amber out of it. So make sure you know when to say yes and when to say no to Neera's procs. And if, say, you're trying to counterspell someone by using, say, Jawari Disruption or Negate, make sure that if you're going to do that and you have the mana open, you could get, like, a random effect to go off first through, like, an Opt or an Otherworldly Gaze, and then Negate or Jawari Disruption afterwards. Deck's really fun. Deck list will be in the description below. There will be some gameplay that follows. This deck is just pure chaos that sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. I'm going to include wins, losses, and everything in between in this one. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe if you want to see more chaotic Magic the Gathering content like this, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Alright, what are we playing? We got Muldrotha. We're probably going to lose. I'm just going to throw that out there. Especially if my opponent goes first. This is not usable. This is very usable. Nice! Turn 1 Delver is a pretty impressive threat for most decks, and it'll get out most pieces of removal slash, whatever you want to call it. It's a really big threat really early on, and most people want to take care of it, because a 3-2 flyer, when you only have 25 HP, is a surprisingly fast clock. Interesting, not what I was expecting. Decline. Play this, get extra blue mana. I might just play Archmage Emeritus on this next turn and just start trying to get a board presence going. They have 3 open mana, but I have 3 open mana, or 3 total mana. They could kill my Cold Steel Heart, but I think that's kind of a mistake. I think that's kind of a waste of their entire turn. Like, oh no, you cut out a tiny bit of my mana ramp. Okay. This doesn't come back from the graveyard until they play Muldrotha. We're probably going to play Salundi Vision this turn so we can find a something. Yeah. Let's Salundi Vision now so we can find something good. Does this thing have a... It has a toughness. We'll grab a Braid so we can kill it. And then we'll play Archmage Emeritus and then just vibe. Wow, I would kill for some, you know, spells. I know I don't have a ton of spells in this deck that are playable early, but I would still kill for them. They can play Muldrotha here. I don't know if that's the right play, though. Ah, they're gonna play Narset.
The past, present, and future. Keep an open mind.
That's an interesting choice. Especially if my Delver flips, which you don't know if it will or not. I mean, I miss out on and draw trigger out of Archmage Emeritus. I know it doesn't trigger. Otawara is 3 and Oblit. Okay. Let's hunt for a card. Swiftfoot Boots is technically good here. They both swing at Narset because we want to get her off the board ASAP. I wish I could have flipped to Delver. That would have made this so much easier.
Interesting technique.
It says permanent spell of each type, by the way, which is like kind of a problem. Because that means they can replay Narset really easily. That's not a big deal, though. Okay, it became a big deal when they had a sack land. Wow, what type of deck are you running? You're currently witnessing the issues with this deck, by the way. And that is, it's just slow. And yet, you can't use Narset. I want to hold up Torrential Gearhulk. Because that'll allow me to cast a Braid or something for free. I could just do it now.
My mind needs a rest.
Red. I could just do it now. They only have 1 green open. I think that might be the play, because no matter what I get, it'll be good now. I think we just kill Tatiova. I think that's the play. I think getting rid of Tatiova is by far and away the better play here. We cut out my opponent's ability to do anything. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can play Neera Wild Mage soon, but we want to have multiple things open first. Multiple things, multiple mana sources. Oh, thanks. That gives me extra mana. I don't know why they did that. That was really kind of them, though. I appreciate it. Alliged recovery to get back their Tatiova, probably. I think that's by far and away the best move they can do. But I could be wrong. They could have some other plan in mind. Yeah, Neera goes up against some really powerful matchups. Ah, old stick fingers. Nice. Alright, well, they just unfortunately missed some stuff. Alright, Neera time! Time for the chaos! Let's find out what happens. Oh, I got my own Narset. Nice!
Mind and body.
Cool!
I have just the
Yeah, Faithless Looting, because it's really cheap. Nope. I'm good, bud. Chaos! Yeah, welcome to the deck. I'm assuming they're gonna Balaged, get back their Chupacabra, and try and kill me, but I don't think they have the mana, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, they have the mana, just barely. They can just barely get back their Chupacabra and kill my Wild Mage. I'm assuming that's what they're doing the math on, right? I could be wrong, though. I don't know what they're trying to do. I couldn't have played my Swiftfoot Boots last turn anyways. So I can't protect Neera regardless. I couldn't have played and equipped them. Wow, that exact play that I said was gonna happen happened! It's almost like players who do decks like Muldrotha are painfully predictable. That's so funny. We don't let Narset die. We block with Wandering Mind. Yes, I am poking in prop. Oh, if they attack face, I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you cost 8, which means I can play Faithless Looting if I tap my mana correctly. I think it's worth it. But I think we do it during their turn.
Put thoughtfulness before action.
Actually, we do that. We hold up the wash away to try and scare them into not playing Muldrotha for a turn. Is it the right play? I don't know. Is it a play? Yes. They could try and force me into playing it so I don't get to Chaos, which could be the smart move. Because they should know that, like, I have to say no to my Chaos ability, essentially, if they just hard play Muldrotha. And they could try and force my wash away out of me. But I don't know. We'll find out, right? We'll see what they're planning. Like I said, I'm trying to include like all gameplays with this deck because this deck is chaotic and sometimes good. We let that go. If they try and play Muldrotha, we just wash her away. Like that's just the play. I don't care. If he starts swinging face, I just block with Wandering Mind because Wandering Mind can't die. Doesn't look like they really have much to play around at the moment with how quickly that resolved. I'm assuming they don't have an instant that can kill. If they do, congrats. They outplayed me straight up. Now it's my turn. Okay. Spike Field Hazard to face, but we get Chaos. Ooh, Discover the Formula is nice here. Oh, baby. Oh, that was good. Okay, I think we Faithless Looting and get my Chaos proc? We decline. We play Swiftfoot Boots. Equip them to Neera. Play Double Vision. And now we just hold. Because Double Vision has a really funny interaction with Neera, and that because you are casting two different things, you will typically get both of your casts to resolve. Unfortunately, I can't get a Chaos on their turn unless they try and play Muldrotha. Say, because now I do get an extra Wash Away proc, but then I can use Neera's Chaos proc on the original Wash Away to get me a random spell here that I can cast, like Expressive Iteration, to put something cool in hand, like a Consider. Oh, I should have put the Consider in Exile, because I could have played it just for funsies. I think we've hit the point where I am just full gripped on hand, and Archmage Emeritus can die. I think that's the play here. I think that's the play. I think we are full gripped, and so he can die. Actually, I'll go ahead and Consider so I can get an extra card draw out of him. Midnight Clock is great here. I don't want to Chaos anymore. I now want to actually play. So, we play Jhin. We decline. We look at our 1, 2, 3, 4 open mana. This gives us back to 2 open mana. This gives us back to 2. This gives us, sorry, back to 3 open mana because you do actually double the Midnight Clock cast. Discard this Shatter Skull Smashing. Spell Pierce only hits non-creature spells, which sucks. If I can get Hullbreaker Horror out, I'll probably just do something crazy. I don't care anymore. Because I'm about to take 3 extra turns, I believe, unless they have a way to counter me. Which is probably going to lead to my opponent conceding, but if they stay in, more power to them. So there's an extra turn. Yep, that leads to my opponent conceding. So yeah, you've now seen the power of Neera. This was a match that went really well. This easily could have been a loss, though. But yeah, that's the type of stuff Neera can get randomly out of the blue. Getting a random Discover the Formula and yoinking out a Double Vision for cheaper was really nice. Chaos! Chaos, chaos, chaos! Chaos. That's my chaos song, brought to you by Neera Wild Mage. The deck's fun. I don't know if I can consider it good, but I think it's definitely fun. I think it takes so long to set up the combo that you just really have to play around the combo. What the heck is a Raphael Fiendish Savior? Good starting hand. Really good starting hand. Other demons, devils, and imps, and tieflings you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. At the beginning of end step of a creature card to spend to your graveyard, get a 1/1 devil with devil token effects. Great hand, by the way. Actually great hand. Shiv and Reef on turn 1. Turn 2 play Otawara so I can... That really sucks, but... We'll see if we can't get them to play into a Fairy Vandal here. If they just swing for no reason, I think we just hit the trade. Yeah, we just hit the trade here because we don't want them destroying our Relic of Legends. And then that means this next turn we can hit a Midnight Clock as well. Or just Brotherhood's End. We'll see what they play out. It's a 4/4 unfortunately, so Brotherhood's End does not hit it very well, but... Land is good. I think we just play Midnight Clock and then solve the equation. Or... It has 4 HP, so killing it is really tough for me. I could just grab an extra turn spell and scare them. Because they see that I have the mana open for extra turn spells. So I could just do that to scare them and try and mana ramp while I'm doing it. We'll see if it works though. Doesn't look like they care, which is wild. Let's go ahead and play the extra turn spell and see what we can get out of our extra turn. Could just play Neera, or we could just play Key to the Archives. We now have 2 extra turns just saved up, so if we don't die, we might win. The whole not dying thing is the real problem, though. Thank God I foretold Elrond's Epiphany. Holy crap. Elrond's Epiphany will let us live now. For at least end turn. It gives me bird tokens too, which is nice. We'll do that. And we'll do that so we get closer to drawing what we need. We need like 12 counters or some shit. I think we just play this normally. We decline. Because I want to try and get... That's like fine. Because even if the Jawari Disruption doesn't interact with anything they play, I'll live, right? I just block this guy now. And this guy probably? I could just double block. I think we block the most amount of damage here, which is that guy. Come on. Chaos. Silver Scrutiny. That casts for X equals 0. That really sucks. Man. I hate hitting Silver Scrutiny out of that. Wow, really? Bro, that's just rude. This is why this deck is bad, and why you're getting to see it. Oh, math is hard. How much mana do I have access to? 6. Nah, that doesn't work. We need to hunt for answers. Come on, Narset.
I know 88 ways to meditate and prepare.
Do I have enough mana? Barely. Thank you, Narset. Narset's saving my life out here. And then I get to reshuffle everything at the 12th hour. What the fuck is that? +1/+0 and haste? Okay, that doesn't actually scare me that much. What? Why are you so rude? You only run Stone Rain if you're rude, by the way. That is an undeniable fact. Just play Reality Chip. We just hunt for something with Narset, I think.
I won't forget our hone your prowess.
That sucks. All right, let's put the hour on it, because that way we get to go again, essentially. Play a card. We did get another Narset. Math is hard. Can I? Yes, I can still cast Prismari Command here, because I can tap the Reality Chip.
Keep an open mind. Nice.
Temporal Anchor is a really good card. We're now just playing kind of blue-red control. 2 damage. Destroy your artifact. Because they can't really do anything about that. They can +1 to kill Narset, but I don't think that's a big deal. Oh, they can kill me. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Right, it gives haste. Alright, well, you're seeing me being bad. To be fair, though, I have literally never seen anyone ever use this commander. Not commander, sorry, Planeswalker. So, I didn't think about haste. I thought that said trample. So, hindsight, I should have waited till I needed to block, and then I would have lived, because I would have only taken 5, not 8. Hindsight's 20/20. Because then I could have just, like, reformed my board state, Ancient Silver Dragon, Neera Wild Mage, gone off a little bit. But yeah, that's the problem with Chaos. Sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. What we got this time was me playing badly. Alright, alright, alright. We have Rada Draga. Interesting. We're playing up against a lot of the commanders from the set. I go first. This is good in a way. I definitely mean in a way. I think they probably win in the long run. Ornithopter is actually really, really good get here, because that means we can equip the Reality Chip to the Ornithopter. Which allows us to play stuff off the top. We could also just play Key to the Archives here. So this allows them to get more stuff. I think we'd actually just play Key to the Archives here. See if we get anything usable, like a Time Warp. Dump, solve the equation. And we set. They probably play their commander. And then swing, I guess? They clearly have another plan in mind. I think we just play Double Vision here and pray. Because if we can play Time Warp off of Double Vision, I think we just win. I don't die, so I think we might just straight up win here. Okay, well, I need to find a an answer, but I think I still win. I'm pretty sure they had lethal if they just did that pre-combat, right? So I get 2 turns now, which is nice. Curate. Don't need an extra red source. Okay, math is hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we just do 2 more turns with Alchemist's Gambit. And we win! I mean, to be fair, that was all my extra turns, but I would have found an answer out of that, right? Because, like, it doesn't matter how big their board presence is. I got 4 total extra turns, I believe, there. Because of getting double vision down and hitting Key to the Archive. So, yeah. Another way this deck is chaos. Key to the Archives. If it gives you Time Warp, you're cruising. To be fair, you should also probably just have Time Warp in the deck, if you can afford it. But, yeah, that's the way that this deck can overcome this, in a way. This deck is chaos. You got chaotically lucky to get double vision and triple turn spells. May as well win, right? Alright, we're playing Radic Talzel. I don't know. Probably life gain, life drain deck. Good hand. We actually get to be on the play, which is nice. Hexproof from white and black. Draft a card. It's one of the, I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the commanders from Alchemy. I think a lot of them have power creeped commanders out of Historic Brawl. I'm kind of including Wild Mage, but since she's basically an already existing card, I don't hate it as much. We play Otherworldly Gaze here, so we can just try and hunt down better stuff. That's why I wanted to play it untapped. Lightning Strike, I think, is actually really good here. I do need all the mana, but Prismari Command can help me just ditch some of them. Right, so I can use Prismari Command for a 2 damage spell and draw 2, discard 2, and just get rid of both of those lands off the top. Alright, well actually we're going to use Prismari Command to mana ramp instead. I forgot how much my card costs. It's fine, I'll do it this turn. This way they don't have a sack effect or protection. It'll allow me to play Double Vision off this next turn, which I think is really powerful. Black-White does have enchantment removal, but I don't know if they will. I should Lightning Strike him. I will Double Vision, though. I think Double Vision's the right play. I think Double Vision is the right play because if it doesn't work out, I at least got enchantment removal out of them and delayed their commander by a turn. From the looks of it, though, they just want to hard play the commander, yeah. I gotta think about what I want to do. I might just double Otherworldly Gaze here and then double Lightning Strike. It won't kill their commander unless I focus both on him, but I could get something good. We play the Courier. I do think we just go ahead and Lightning Strike. But we just go face with the second one, because we're not going to kill the guy here. And we can sack him for card draw if I need to block. I only have 5 mana. I need 2 more mana to be able to Alchemist Gambit and basically take over the game. That's bad. That's really bad for me. Making a bunch of tokens and then just destroying target creatures with power X or less? The commander only has 2 power. That's really bad for me. I need to get lucky here off my card draw and Otherworldly Gaze procs. I just need to straight up, like, go through my entire library here, I think. Yeah, this is really bad. I do get to hit it twice, though. Shit, none of that's mana! I need to be able to basically just, like, insta-double turn. Because otherwise I just die here. Slam that on top, slide that underneath, slide that underneath. I need to just be able to get all of my turns instantly. I need to be able to play Alchemist Gambit one turn, play Ellen's Epiphany the next turn, or else I just lose. Now, you might think, hey, wait a minute, isn't this just how you beat that Rada Dropic deck? No, wait, no, it wasn't Rada Dropic, it was something else. Yes, but that is just one of the ways this deck can win if your opponent isn't ready for you to take 4 turns in a row. And honestly, if you look at the state of things, that's really my only chance here. I hate that I keep drawing extra turn spells, because I find it to be a very boring way to win. But who am I to complain? So yeah, I get 2 extra turns now. And my opponent might just rope me? Question mark? Or might just concede now, because I am taking 2 more extra turns. Which means I get a lot of time. Play Midnight Clock so I can start getting some stuff rolling. Play Beaumont Courier, or sorry, Combat Courier. I just want to sack it for draw. Not very good, but it's fine. You know, my opponent might still win. Like, there's no telling that I will just actually survive off of this, right? I get 1 more turn after this, I think. And I think we decline to transform it, right? We're hunting for something good. Something cheap. Something 1 cost? Thank you! Alright, well, now that I've taken my, like, 5 turns, I think it's their turn again. Yeah, see, like, that's why I was confused as to why my previous opponent, like, conceded out of nowhere. Because, like... The multiple turns doesn't always mean a win. It does mean a Delver of Secrets in this instance, though. Which I guess is fine. I don't think it's very good, but I guess it's fine. They can kill my, my Neera Wild Mage, I think. I think that's the smart play here. I could just kill their thing here, though, before they get a chance to do it. Which might be the play. Let's do it. I don't know if that's the play. try and play this, see what happens. Narset's good.
There are so
Hunt for
many
cards.
I have just
No
the trick for
cards. Play Archmage Emeritus. Maybe I can get a negate off. If I can't, I think I just lose. Oh no, they played something that I could negate. That's really bad for them. Okay, instant or sorcerer, instant or sorcerer. I guess it's the best option I got. That's really unfortunate, but that means I can just full block now. It just says hexproof. It doesn't say protection from, by the way. That's the thing that gets me out of this a little bit, is that he doesn't have protection from white, he has hexproof from white. Which does mean Day of Judgment will hit. And I will also get to trigger Neera off of it, I believe. I should try and let Archmage Emeritus survive, right? Probably. Have they finally realized that they could have been killing my Neera Wild Mage this entire time? I think they might have. Yup, it just clicked, I think. That's funny. I could have saved her with Plaza of Heroes, but I think this is the better play here. By a tiny bit. By a tiny bit is this the better play. Just barely the better play. I think I could have protected her. I don't know what they're gonna do about the Day of Judgment. Look, this is all very cool and all, but Day of Judgment is, it's just straight up a board wipe. Thumbs up. You cannot interact with the trigger on the stack right now, I'm pretty sure. Oh, they just like... You may pay 2 life. Look, that's very cute though. Narset's on the board. It's almost like I know what that card does. Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Alright, well. We just vibe now? And we might just Magma Opus them on their next upkeep. Is this an alchemy card? I guess that is kind of like a really boring card, right? It does... it does so much. I will definitely put a trigger on their upkeep for this. Math is hard, but I think I have enough mana. I get my triggers first, which allows me a chance to Magma Opus. Then tap 2 lands. And I'll hit both of these for... I tapped the 2 far right. I tap those 2 now. I can tap that one still. So yeah, welcome to the controlling aspects of this deck. Where my opponent doesn't get to play the game. Wait, hang on. Is this trigger on me? Oh, because I have the upkeep stop. The trigger's on me. God, what a turn. They have one open mana now. I didn't realize the trigger was on me, by the way. I thought the trigger was on them. I think it's because I was still in full control mode, essentially. Narset has absolutely just shut down their entire plan. And as has Jin-Gitaxias. Hey, it's my turn. Alright. Ancient Silver Dragon. Seems pretty good to me. Fairy Vandal. I shouldn't overextend. What? Oh, I was 1 damage shy. Man, do I have... I don't have anything that I can play for damage, I don't think. Very unfortunate. And I probably shouldn't bother to play anything. Oh, my opponent is so dead. See, this is that moment when you realize that taking that many extra turns really just sets you up for good. Good game. Yeah, alright. That was a good game by my opponent. They nearly had me. I just... Sometimes you get to play 4 extra turns in a row. I mean, to be fair, 2 of those turns were essentially set up, so I got 2 extra turns in a row, but the idea stands of, like, a bunch of extra turns. That's Neera. That was a visual demonstration of how this deck functions without Neera, and how Is It Control with multi-turns and double vision Jin-Gitaxias can still be very powerful. Alright, well hopefully you enjoyed that a little bit. Hopefully you got to see some chaos. I know I had 1 or 2 games in there that there was chaos, but then it just devolved into the classic blue-red win condition of double vision extra turns. It's one of those things of that is blue-red's win condition. Like, is it Jeskai in general? Like, just double vision extra turns is just a very powerful way to basically lock in your victory win con. And while it sometimes feels like a little dull as your win con, as I can attest that sometimes it feels kind of boring to just be like, all right, well, I take 4 extra turns now because I played 2 extra turn spells in a row. It's still just, it's what you do. The same way that green-red goes wide, the same way that something like a Muldrotha just plays shit out of their graveyard constantly. The same way that like black-white goes crazy with draining you for lots of life and lots of card advantage as a result of that. Blue takes extra turns. Still like the deck a lot though, still think it's very fun. Still love when you can get Neera on board and just go chaos and just play a Mox Amber and then all of a sudden you played Karn's Temporal Sundering instead. It's a really great deck. It's really a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy toying around with it, and maybe you just consider playing Neera if you haven't played her before. Either way, thanks for everyone watching. Hope you liked it, and I hope to catch you in the next one.